Hey guys, it's Hot Mess Mama, and it is Thursday. We are this close to Friday and this close to the weekend. Thank goodness, right? Okay, so Thursday. I'm gonna do this fast because this is mission critical. If you do anything today, the most important thing you're gonna do today is this. We are preparing for Mother's Day because we know that chances are our husbands are gonna fail miserably and we're gonna end up with macaroni necklaces and crayon scribbled paper and IOUs and coupon books for hugs. It's gonna be a letdown of a Mother's Day, but that's okay. We can turn this mother around. Turn this mother out. This is what we're gonna do, okay? But you gotta do this today or latest tomorrow. This is some serious mommy loving. This is gonna put some loving on yourself this weekend. If you're not already pampering yourself somehow, you can start with this. So we are mixing up some sangria, ladies, and it's not something that you can just drink. This is something that takes some time to prepare because good things come to those who wait. And you know, the older the better, right? This is good stuff. Okay, so I am going to be mixing up some sangria for us. And this is something that has to marinate in the fruit overnight, at least overnight, in order for it to get its full flavor, right? Because we're all about the flavor. We're all about the flavor. Okay, I don't really have a whole lot of flavor, but we're all about it. Okay, so there's a lot of fruit in there and there's a lot of liquor in there. And I have a recipe that I will be posting in my blog, which I will put a link to here. After the broadcast. But you know what? These are all kind of approximate. Like, find what you have in your fridge. Find what you have in your liquor cabinet and just do it, right? Sangria is amazing. It's a great summer drink. It's really cool and refreshing. It's sangria is from Spain, and it's typically made with red wine and fruit and some other liqueurs and some sugar. But I have found that you can also make sangrias with white wine if you're a person who is not like digging on the red wine, because I don't know, sulfates give you headaches, whatever. But like if you don't want to go the traditional route with a red wine, you can always use a white wine. And you know what? They even do champagne sangria. That does not necessarily require the time to marinate because, you know, you can't marinate champagne because it'll lose all the bubbles. So champagne sangria doesn't tend to have the same flavor as the red or white, but the red is the most traditional. Now, typically when you make a sangria with a red wine, they recommend that you use a Burgundy wine, and sometimes Burgundy wines are kind of hard to find. So if you don't have a Burgundy wine, grab a Pinot Noir out of your cabinet. Like literally, this is like a barefoot, I think $4 bottle of wine that I got at Walmart. And it's a Pinot Noir. Like, don't use the good stuff because you're just going to be mixing in all sorts of other liquors and fruits and stuff that are going to destroy any really rich, expensive bottle of wine. So just get whatever you can find. Pinot Noir is a good substitute for a Burgundy if you don't have a Burgundy. And then you're going to need some liquors. Get ready for this. You're going to need some brandy. You're going to need some orange liqueur, which, as you know, or may not know, is like a Grand Marnier. And then like a peach liqueur, which, you know, bring you back to the good old days of when we were, you know, horrible, untrained drinkers, and we would drink peach schnapps. Remember peach schnapps? And like schnapps and orange juice or whatever. So yeah, so I have peach schnapps here. I've got Grand Marnier. I've got some, help me out here. I've got some brandy, and I've got this bottle of Pinot Noir, which I'm gonna open up. Now, again, don't overcomplicate it. Like, I'll post on my Facebook page, blog, recipe, the quantities, but if you don't have the quantities, just make it up. Like, if you don't have the fruit, substitute it with something else. If you don't have a cup of grapes, just do with what you got. I'm telling you, my daughter went to the strawberry patch today to go strawberry picking with her class. Happy Mother's Day to me. I just used her entire pint of strawberries in this recipe. My son, he eats grapes at lunchtime. He's gonna make a little sacrifice for me because those grapes are gonna end up in my sangria. So, again, you can also put other fruits in there. You can put peaches in there. If you have peaches, they're not in season right now, so I don't have any, or you can substitute, you know, grapefruit, or you can substitute blueberries, or you can make it up. Like, just dump it in a tub and let it simmer. Okay, so this is what we got going on. I always measure my dry first. So you're gonna look at this. It is powdered sugar. Now, you're gonna wanna do this to taste. Sometimes people like your wine may be a little bit more bitter. So you might wanna add a little bit more powdered sugar or a little bit less powdered sugar. Just do it to your taste. But a general rule of thumb is a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. And don't use the regular cane sugar or granulated sugar because it will not mix appropriately and it'll be grainy. So don't use that. Use the powdered stuff, you know, like the powdered stuff. So this is a 1/4 cup. But now you gotta see this. Check this out. Okay, like I feel like I am I'm like the quarterback of sangria. Like, look at this. Like, this is a big old bucket of Gatorade. Now, I couldn't find my smaller cooler, but like, you're gonna be putting a lot of stuff in here. So there's gonna be a lot of fruit and a lot of liquor in here. So you're gonna want something big to put it all in. Maybe not quite this big. I'm really kind of excited because I have a spigot. Like, I could probably do like a keg stand, or, you know, remember back in the days of college when we would do like, we'd drink out of the kegger? Yeah. I think that just might be me this weekend. We'll see. So here's my big old bucket. I probably can't get you all in the shot because, well, I'm having difficulties with my tripod, so I'm winging it. Quarter cup of powdered sugar. Mix it in a bucket. Find a canteen. Do what you have to. This is critical. Okay, so we got our quarter cup of powdered sugar in there. That's the first thing that I put in there. The second thing that I put in there is I put an entire Harmony. How are you feeling about some sangria, my sister? All right, 1 whole bottle. Standard size bottle. We need to have like a sangria song. Sangria, sangria, you make me so happy. Sangria, happy Mother's Day to me. All into the bucket. Okay. All right. Now, after that, we're going to kind of mix in some of our liqueurs, if you will, or our brandies. And those we are talking, okay, we've got, I'm looking at my list here because I don't know it from memory, and I'm disappointed in myself that I don't know it from memory. Brandy, half a cup of brandy, whatever brandy you got on hand. If you don't have brandy, I don't know, make it up. Put something else in there. Half a cup of brandy, brandy, and a good life you would be. Ooh, brandy. Brandy. Okay, so that's going in there. Brandy. Did I already say that, like, if I didn't, if I'm repeating, I apologize. But like I said, Burgundy wine is the red wine of choice to be putting into a red wine sangria, but you can substitute a Pinot Noir, and do you know why? Because Burgundy is made from a Pinot Noir grape. So they are from the same flavor family. So yeah, by all means, if you know, Pinot Noir is a little bit easier to find in our Walmarts. Okay, then we're gonna do, that was a half a cup of brandy. Now we're gonna do a half a cup of peach schnapps or peach liqueur. Wait, that's quarter cup. I am so classy. Okay, so here we go. Half a cup of peach schnapps. Maybe a little bit more than a half a cup. I don't know, because I'm measuring. But you don't need to measure, just right into the bucket. Okay, Grand Marnier. That's an orange liqueur. If you have another orange liqueur that you prefer, go ahead and use it, because Grand Marnier can be expensive. But you know what? Grand Marnier, I'm worth it. Okay, so now we're gonna do a half a cup of Grand Marnier, which is for orange liqueur. So as you can see here, we've got the fruitiness of the grapes for the wine. We've got the fruitiness from the peach and the schnapps. We've got the fruitiness from the orange and the Grand Marnier. Got a nice little kick of the brandy. Okay, it's all good. It's all good in the hood, right? Okay, so I've got, not only do I have the, like, you know, Super Bowl bucket here, it's got its own paddle. It's like a paddle to mix all of this in. Paddle. Okay, get yourself a spatula. You know, stick your hand in it. Whatever you gotta do. Make it happen, ladies. This is go time. Okay. Now. Yep. Okay. I was like looking at my garage today going, you want to make sure that you, okay, first of all, I was looking at my garage today. I was like, maybe I can use that gas can. That's how desperate I was. So this is way bigger than you need, but you know, for our purposes, this is going to work just fine. So you want to mix this all up and make sure that the powdered sugar kind of dissolves, so that you don't get, you know, grainy at all. Okay. So then, now I have cut up here a plate of goodness, a cutting board of goodness. You may not be able to see all of it, but yes, it is one grape. I'm sorry, it's one grape. It's one grape. No, it is one orange, one grapefruit, one lemon, and one lime. Now, you're gonna wanna cut them into smaller pieces, if you will, because these are inevitably gonna end up in the glass that you're drinking them out of, because you're gonna end up scooping some fruit in a glass, pouring some of the sangria in the glass, and then topping it off with a 7-Up or a Sprite or, you know, something like that. So I would do pieces like, you know, larger pieces, because you don't want, you know, you wanna be able for them to marinate well, but, you know, small enough that they're gonna fit in a glass. So that's your kind of rule of thumb, okay? So big enough that they will add flavor and be able to marinate well, small enough that they'll be able to fit in a glass. Does that make sense? Okay, see this platter? It's going in. Come on, cover me, I'm going in. Happy days in the cooler. Okay, so then you got here, I know some more fruit. It's a pint of strawberries that my daughter so lovingly picked, which she doesn't really know yet is going into my sangria. But again, that's her Mother's Day gift to me. She's 3. Then you're supposed to have about a cup of grapes that are cut in half. Again, my son's favorite lunch treat. He's taking one for the team. So pint of strawberries, cup of grapes. If you don't have enough, it's okay. It's okay. I don't think I have a full cup of grapes. And I'm sure my daughter did not pick a full pint of strawberries because by the looks of the strawberry juice that she had all over her face. Going in the bucket. Okay. So we have the orange, the lemon, the lime. You're supposed to have 1 peach, but peaches aren't in season here right now. So a grapefruit will do, and that'll be nice. That'll be refreshing. A pint of strawberries, about a cup of grapes. I'm looking at the list. Then, we have the 1/4 cup of sugar. We have the 1 bottle of wine. We have a 1/2 cup of orange liqueur. We have a 1/2 cup of peach liqueur, and we have a 1/2 cup of orange liqueur. And then what we're going to let this do is, I feel so, that's a brass. I'm so excited. Okay, so what's going to happen is that this stuff, I'm paddling. Paddling. All right, so we're gonna also, I typically like to add some mint to mine. Now, you don't wanna necessarily put like small pieces of mint in there. I would just suggest like putting a big old sprig in there to marinate, and then, cause like you don't wanna like scoop that into a glass and then have it getting stuck up in your straw when you're drinking it out of a glass. So I say you just kind of put a big old sprig of it in. 3-pointer! And then keep the rest of it that you can actually pick the bigger piece, like a leaf or 2 off to actually put in your glass. That tends to work out a little bit more refreshing, but this will leave a nice little mint flavor in the bucket. I will caution that when you are cutting your grapes and your strawberries, more so your strawberries, they tend to emaciate and kind of disintegrate quickest of all the fruits. So if that's, if you're concerned about, that maybe you want to add that last, or add that, if you make this at night, add them in the morning. The flavor, I think that you should still be able to recognize the same degree of flavor, but I'm just lazy and I want to dump it all in there right now. So, yeah, there you go. That's what happens. You have to let all this simmer and do its thing overnight. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I guess you could put it in a cooler or in a refrigerator or something, but I mean, there's no dairy in it. So as far as I'm concerned, I think it will survive because it's, the fruit's all inside and it will be covered because I've got the manhole to put on top of it, right? So now you will see, you'll be like, wow, okay, that was only like a bottle of wine and a bunch of other liqueur. Like, that's not gonna make a whole lot. Well, you have to also take into consideration, this is just kind of like the base. Like, this is kind of like the syrup. You're probably gonna fill the glass up, I don't know. I mean, it's your personal preference. Maybe fill the glass up halfway or 3/4 way, and then the rest of it will be 7-Up or Sprite or whatever. And go diet, ladies, because, we can't be that indulgent, can we? So, that's what I'm planning for my Mother's Day weekend. I also bought my own Mother's Day presents. I will tell you that I splurged and I got myself 2 things. This is what I would love to hear. Did you guys buy yourself Mother's Day gifts? I buy myself Mother's Day gifts because it's my husband. He's so clueless. God bless his heart. The Southerners say bless his heart. So my immersion hand blender broke and I'm sad. And so I went and I bought myself another one. So I spent $20 on a hand blender for myself. Happy Mother's Day to me. And the other thing is, if you haven't done this yet, ladies, I highly recommend it because I feel like a superstar. Can you tell by the way I'm acting today? I feel like gorgeous, even in the hair bun and the no makeup. But look at my eyelashes. See my eyelashes? Do you know what I did yesterday to my eyelashes? Don't they look gorgeous? Don't I look like a rock star? Don't I look like I'm wearing mascara? Not mascara, ladies. I had my eyelashes tinted yesterday. Had them tinted black. And it's gonna last like 6 weeks. And it looks like I'm wearing mascara. Like, it looks like I made an effort this morning to get up, right? It looks like I'm wearing mascara. It was $25 and it's gonna last me 6 weeks or more, depending on how aggressive I am with rubbing my eyes. I feel like gorgeous. Gorgeous. Katie, don't I look gorgeous with my tinted eyelashes? I had them tinted here in Greenville. $25. You too can look like a rock star and not even try. You know what my makeup regime is? Chapstick, sunblock, deodorant on a good day. Woohoo! All right, so that's what I did to treat myself this Mother's Day. I am mixing up some serious sangria, got myself some tinted eyelashes, and a brand new hand blender. It's like Christmas. So I hope you all have plans and that you are going to be treating yourself well and that your family will pull one out of the park. But if they don't, Got sangria as a backup. Now start making it now or tomorrow because it's got to go overnight. All right, ladies, I love you much. You mothers are the key to the world. You really are everything, even though you feel like you're nothing. I love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. Don't you ever forget that. And I'm behind you 100%. A little bit of a mess, but I'm behind you 100%. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day. Have a great Mother's Day. I'll talk to you guys next week. I want to hear all the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to hear the success stories, the husbands that like knocked it out of the park, and the husbands who fail miserably. Kids too. All right, guys, such is life. Have a great Mother's Day. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. We're not doing a wine tasting tomorrow. Actually, I think I am doing a wine tasting tomorrow. You know what wine tasting I'm doing? Fruit and wine, otherwise known as sangria. We'll taste this tomorrow night. All right, we'll see you there. Join me. Mix it up and join me. We can do it together. All right, take care. Love you guys. Bye.